Title: When Giraffes Play Limbo, the record-breaking Burmese python encounter in Florida. TLDR. 22-year-old Jake Waleri wrestled a Burmese python, which turned out to be as long as an adult giraffe is tall, in South Florida's Big Cypress National Preserve. The python, a full 19 feet long and 125 pounds, made history for its sheer size. Get this, folks. Jake Waleri, a 22-year-old, found himself in a close encounter of the slithering kind with a Burmese python of jaw-dropping proportions in Florida. This wasn't just any old snake, we're talking about a 19-foot beast, as long as a grown-up giraffe stands tall. Seriously, can you picture that? Now, to give you a bit of context here, this epic wrestling match took place in the Big Cypress National Preserve, South Florida. And what's more, this python tipped the scales at a whopping 125 pounds. Weighing less than most adult humans but having enough length to outdo a giraffe, how's that for a crazy critter fact? Can you imagine the nerve-wracking sight of Jake dragging this Burmese python onto the road by its tail, only to have the snake lunge back at him? But our guy Jake didn't give up. He wrestled with the snake until others pitched in to assist. The wild encounter was caught on video and shared on Instagram, and boy, has it caught people's attention. But could you wrestle a python if it were trying to get away? This particular python is not just any old snake, it's now officially the longest ever recorded. The good folks at the Conservancy of Southwest Florida confirmed it. Not your average day at work, huh? But there's more to this story than just a record-breaking python. Burmese pythons, despite their fascinating size, are considered an invasive species wreaking havoc on Florida's native wildlife. With no natural predators to keep them in check, they've become the big, bad bullies of the state's ecosystem. That's why brave souls like Jake spend their nights hunting these gigantic predators. So, here we are, dealing with an out-of-control invasive species and simultaneously breaking world records. Florida, you truly are a place full of surprises. But before we wrap up, let's not forget to ask, what would you do if you crossed paths with a 19-foot Burmese python in the wild? And more importantly, what should we do to tackle these ecological bullies to protect Florida's native species? This article is not intended to provide any form of advice on how to handle Burmese pythons or any wildlife encounters. Always seek professional help and consult with local wildlife authorities if you come across any potentially dangerous animals.